Welcome to this channel and to our beautiful, fully renovated, 120-year-old Queenslander here on the Sunshine Coast. And I'm here to document, to show you, to share with you what we do with this Queenslander moving forward. We've been in here 12 months, and although it's so beautifully renovated, and we're thankful to the previous owners for creating such a beautiful space, we want to put our own signature on it. We want to add some updates, some improvements. We want to do some extra building work here in this space on this acreage, which is around 1.6, 1.7 acres. We really want to make the most of our time and our effort here on this beautiful, beautiful property. I'm just so excited to share it with you. I will share all of our processes, take you through exactly how we do, what we're going to do, the plans that we have. I want to document this to have these memories because it is really a very special house, and coming from the UK and moving here to Australia with my husband, nearly 10 years ago now, this property and our ability to enjoy this property really does, it speaks to the journey that we've come on. And if you love period properties as well, if you're a bit of a interiors freak like I am, and you've got a passion for beautiful things, nice things, and contented living, then we've probably got something here for you. So I'm just really looking forward to documenting this journey and taking you on this journey with us, and we hope that you love it as much as we do. So the history of the house is quite interesting. As I say, it's about 120 years old, and it didn't start here on the Sunshine Coast. We believe, according to the previous owners, that they brought it up here from Brisbane 9 years ago, and we believe that it was a bikies retreat. So can you just imagine how much fun has been had in this property? And I don't know, you just kind of feel the sociableness of the space. It really is, it has a lot of character. I know Queenslanders have character anyway, but this from the inside out has a whole bunch of soul. There's a lot of heart and soul in it, and you can just feel how it is wanting to be shared with others, with other people. And yeah, I think that's just, you can imagine how many bikies were, sat in here on a warm afternoon, maybe drinking a beer or two. And there's something really special about knowing the history, and at least that's the start point. We know where it's come from. We know how it got here on the back of a truck, and it was pretty worn. It was really worn. The walls were like a yellowy color. Lots of holes in the veranda ceiling, and I think even the tin was a red color. Anyway, it was so vastly different to what it is now, and the previous owners had spent a lot of time, resources, and love, but a whole lot of love into this space. So we're forever grateful for them doing that. So we are really just like doing small updates, small upgrades, and mostly totally embracing and loving what kind of lifestyle living in this Queenslander gives us, which is really, to be honest, completely different to what we came from before. We used to live down on the coast, so we've gone from sea to tree change, and we're absolutely loving it. And it's a very special part of the Sunshine Coast. It's a bit of a hidden gem up here in the hinterland, and yeah, I'm just very much looking forward to getting stuck into the renovations. We're going to, in terms of plans, put a granny flat on the land so that someone else can enjoy this space as well. Yeah, so that's our very first, I guess, our priority for major renovations, major updates in 2025. So we'd like to get that going and just get it into the initial planning of that. So Christmas has just gone and we're into the new year. And you know, there's a couple of small things that I really want to start working on we're sort of within the next couple of weeks or so. One is this front door. So I want to change the colour of this front door, and I need to think about what colour I do that in. The blue is incredible, it's beautiful, it really does make a statement. It's not so much my what I'm feeling. Part of me feels like it needs to be a bit more of a green, a shade of green colour, but we'll go shopping, we'll see what's available. And you know, I'm going to decorate this myself, and I'm sure there'll be some things to think about in order to make this look good. It's a bit of my thing to paint things spontaneously, to get an idea one morning and then just run with it and change something and paint something. But for this, I'm going to give this a bit more thought. This is the original door, and if I show you, it has all the original, albeit painted over, metal work. So I think I'll probably be painting over that and not breaking it down. So we'll see how it goes. And then, you know, even I've still got the Christmas wreath up. So my plan is to change that, replace that. I created this myself. So just pulling it all down, taking out all the foliage and putting something else in there, because I just feel like that makes such an incredible statement. Why do we need to just dress a door at Christmas? Why can't we dress it any other time of the year? So that's also on my plan of things to titivate. And what else? Okay. So the other thing that I wanted to do when moving in here, my plan was that I wanted some bees. I wanted to get into beekeeping. So that's coming up as well. We're peak time actually for starting a new hive, starting a new colony apparently, because it's summer and up here on the Sunshine Coast, and there's loads and loads of flowers, plants, flowering plants out in full bloom. So it makes sense to start to create that colony. I have a hive. There's a hive that I need to put together for that as well. So I'll show you that and take you through that, and I'll share the journey of beekeeping with you as well. So, and then really having been in the interior design space way back when I lived in the UK, being able to really immerse myself in cottage interiors, farmhouse type interiors, and being a lover of many types of interiors, to be able to go out and source more antique, recover more well-used furniture, which is really the main aesthetic here, and then to put our own thoughts, feelings and aesthetic into, and the styling into this space. It's just, really, really very exciting, and we'll be learning along the way, I'm sure. But yeah, it's funny because we've been here a year now, enjoying this space, this gorgeous veranda, this wraparound veranda. And there's one huge big lesson that both of us have had since being here, living here over these last 12 months. And that is that you can never prepare yourself for the amount of work and resource it is going to take you to maintain this space. It's a lifestyle in itself, and people say, oh, you know, it's a lot of work living on acreage and living in a heritage property, and there's always something to do. And yes, there is, but we are totally prepared and willing and excited about maintaining this beautiful space. We weren't fully prepared, and I don't think you can fully 100% be prepared for what it actually takes in the physical, tangible once you're here in terms of maintenance. But just cutting the grass in the summer, you could be doing that 2-3 times a week, and you're literally watching the grass grow as you cut it, which is just nuts, but it's true. And there are some compromises that you just don't have any choice in making when you move from what was essentially a very small footprint, a small box, a townhouse that we used to live in on the beach, up here into this amount of space and be on all of this land. This compromise rather than sacrifice, because to me, you know, my opinion is that we've gained so much more. My life's more enriching just by being more immersed in nature with these gorgeous trees around us. But it's so much more quieter as well. The peace, the solitude, really is just amazing. It's just beautiful, really stunning. So good feeling. And so, you know, all of those, that feeling, that lifestyle and that good feeling, that far outweighs that as a benefit, what it takes, the effort it takes to, you know, run the lawnmower over the land twice a week in the summer. And, you know, the weeding, the gardening, the flowers. We have some beautiful flowers and trees, amazing trees, in this space, in the garden, and it all has to be tended to. It all needs tending to. Everything's growing constantly, as life does. So yeah, I'm really excited about the next few months, next 12 months, and really just enjoying the interior, enjoying creating, making, learning, understanding more about what we want, how we want to grow and build in this spot, and just take care of this beautiful Queenslander while it's in our custody. And yeah, I look forward to enjoying it with you. So if this sounds like something that you'd like to really follow along on the journey with, then hit like, hit subscribe, and look forward to sharing more videos with you.